So this is question 64. There was another question that was somewhat similar to this in another test about with related rates. So let's see what we can do here. I recommend the best thing here is just to play around to see where two different rates are gonna hit a certain spot, okay? So Anne's watch runs 2 minutes per hour too slow. Beth's watch runs 1 minute per hour too fast. For example, if both watches were correct at 12 p.m. on a given day, then at 1 p.m., Anne's watch would read 12:58 and Beth's would read 1:01. Anne and Beth set their watches to the correct time at noon on Sunday. The next time they met, one of their watches was 1 hour ahead of the other. What was the earliest this could have been? So let's think about it. So let's think about this. If we go 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, this could take some time. So let's see what would happen after 10 hours. So that means that Anne's watch has been running 2 minutes too slow for 10 hours. So we have to take, so she's going to be 20 minutes behind. She's going to be 20 minutes behind. Whereas Beth, who's going 1 minute per hour too fast, after 10 hours, she's going to be 10 minutes ahead. How far away are -20 and +10? Well, -20 to 0 is 20, and then adding on another 10 makes them 30 minutes away from each other. That's half of the way we want it to go. That's half of the way we want it to go because we want it 60 minutes. So let's see then what would happen in 20 hours. In 20 hours, Anne's watch is going to be 40 minutes behind, and Beth's watch is going to be 20 minutes ahead. How far are -40 and 20? Well, -40 to 0 is 40, and then another 20 to get to +20 is a full 60 minutes. So it's after 20 hours that they're gonna be for that far apart from one another. So at noon on Sunday, 20 hours is almost 24 hours. So it's almost noon on Monday, but it's actually going to be 4 hours before that. And 4 hours before noon on Monday is 8 a.m. Number 65. It says examine the pattern and determine how many more shaded squares than unshaded squares will be in the 100 by 100 square in the sequence shown in the diagram below. Let's see here. The first one, I recommend just writing down some things to try and see a pattern. The first thing has 1 white and 0 black. And it looks like there's 1 more white than black. And sorry, I should be writing shaded and unshaded. And -1 more black ones than white ones. Let's look at the second one. It looks like there's 1 white and 3 black. So 2 more black ones than white ones. Let's look at the third one. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white and 3 black. That means this time we're back to -3 because there's more white ones than black ones. Let's look at the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white ones again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black ones. Look at that. This is 4 ahead. Do you see a pattern forming down here? It's going -1, +2, -3, +4. So this is the first box, this is the second box, this is the third box, this is the fourth box. think all the way to the 100th box. Well, for the 100th box, you're gonna have a 100 down here. And is it gonna be positive or negative? Well, it's an even number, and all the even numbers thus far have been positive. It's 100. Number 66. Lena and 3 of her friends brought just enough food so they could go for a 12-day camping trip. So there's Lena and 3 of her friends, so that's 4 people to start out with. Pete and Jane surprised them by showing up at the start of the trip and asking to join, but they bought no food, so that's 2 extra. By what percent would the time for the trip shorten if everybody ate their normal food rations? So firstly, there's 4 people and they're going on a 12-day trip. So how many daily rations are there? Well, there's 4 times 12, which is 48. But with the 2 extra people, now there's 6, so they only have 48 daily rations, but now that's going between 6 people instead of 4. So we're going to take those 48 rations. Sorry, that looks more like rations than rations. And we're going to divide it by 6. So now 48 divided by 6 we know is 8. So we know that there's actually only 8 days on this trip now. So the question is, by what percent did the number of days shorten? So 12 went to 8. What you can do for that one is see what percent of 12 8 is to find out how much it went down by. So 8 over 12 is the same thing if we divide both numerator and denominator by 4 as 2 over 3. 2 over 3 is about 67% or 66 2/3%. But remember, that's the new percentage. But by what percentage did it go down? It went down by about 33%. The answer is C. I'm going to start the next video with 67.